Well, clearly this is going to be a two-part video because I just got a phone call. So, just to wrap everything up, and not make this such a long, like, pointless, just ranting video. But sometimes there are just things on the heart, you know what I'm saying, that you gotta talk about. You gotta get that shit off your chest. You gotta, like, put it out there into the universe. Like, I am a person that leads with their character, that leads with their integrity in everything that I do, as a man, as a son, as a partner, as a godfather, as a godson, as a brother. I'm not really in the business of trying to fuck over anybody or take anyone's like money and not give them what they're paying for. If I don't feel that you're worthy of my time and what I am trying to teach you and the connections that I have, because, not every person is meant to be your godchild. Some people you're meant to formulate a relationship with, a connection to, and pass them on to somebody that's better suited for them. There should be no issues with that. There really should not be any qualms with doing that or with that being the case for somebody. So I just think, we should just be better. At the end of the day, in the most simplest terms, we should just be better. We should be conducting ourselves better. It should not be embarrassing to be a part of a community. There should be more love, there should be more light, and there should be more mutual respect. I understand that if you're watching this video and you don't know anything about me and what you're seeing from my Quimbanda doesn't, match with what you've seen in the past, I get that. But grow some balls, grow some lady balls, and reach out. Ask a question, ask some questions, introduce yourself, figure out what it is that I'm doing and why I'm doing it. Educate yourself on who I am as a person and as a practitioner before you make presumptions about me. That is such a disservice to somebody to take a snapshot of their life completely out of context of anything else with no knowledge of who they are. And just decide that you've got it figured out. You know exactly who they are and what they're up to. And like, get out of here. Get out of here. We're all human beings. We all make mistakes. And, there should be no problems with just saying that. There should be no problems with it. So I hope that you all found this video informational, informative, or just entertaining. I definitely enjoy speaking on these topics. That's why I do what I do. It's not, for clout or for notoriety. It's simply because I enjoy engaging in these conversations. I enjoy engaging in that particular part of my mind and my spirit. That's why I do what I do. At the end of the day, I do all of it for myself, first and foremost, but it's also for the betterment of my family, of my friends, of my godchildren, of the people that I love, of the people that come to me and ask me to take care of them. There's just a lot of shady bullshit that happens in all of these, not just in Quimbanda and Ocha and Palo, that I just like, I don't feel the need to, to really legitimize that behavior and encourage that type of behavior. To me, is very beneath me, and I don't sink. I rise, baby. I always rise. So, on that note, I hope all of you are having a great start to 2020. I know there's a lot of tumultuous stuff that's going on, so I ask that you all take a moment and say a prayer for our country and for the world, that we find peace and that we find love, and that we find camaraderie amongst one another. I think that's what we need the most, is community. Like, all of these things are centered around community. Community is sacred, and yet, we're very quick to disrespect that, and I think that it's just so sad to see, so if somebody is not for you, they're not for you, period. Be that a romantic partner, a priest, a friend, sometimes like people just don't mesh well. That doesn't mean that you have to curse them. It doesn't mean that you have to talk shit about them. It doesn't mean that you have to gossip about them like we're in the fucking 7th grade. Like, be a man, be a woman, be a fully realized human being, please. And, either drop the conversation of the relationship and move on, or address it. It's very simple. It's very simple. And like, people just make these things so complicated, so convoluted, and just so stupid that, like, I'm just like, I don't blame people for, wanting to be more solitary in their practice. Unfortunately, none of these things are really solitary practices. There is a solitary component to the practice, of course. There's an individualistic connection that's always there, that's always being fed and fortified, and etc. So, but you have elders, you have sometimes god siblings, you have other godparents, you have people that are just clients that are coming into the house that you can engage with. You should always be making the best impression that you can with every person that you meet. You should always be treating people well. Take care of people. It's so easy to it's very, very easy to be an asshole. It's very, very hard to be kind. So just make an effort to be kind, and I think, everything will go just better. Better for you, and better for me too. So, love and light, many, many blessings. I'll see you on the next one.